Why do you love reading so much, Eric? And why don't you seem to have any problem or seem to hesitate with spending money on an expensive magazine or a novel or a business book? People would constantly ask me that, ladies and gentlemen, my friends or people who basically know me throughout life. I'm always thrilled to be back on your screen, ladies and gentlemen. It's King of Speech. My name is ericamunyela. I'm proudly known as Mr. Cool, and as most of you guys know, I enjoy creating content and sharing small moments of my life with you from the comfort of my small home, all the way from Namibia. I'm a proud African YouTuber, and if you are here for the first time, kindly hit the subscription button down below. I trust and I believe you are going to enjoy your interactions with me. Now, today I've decided to take the time out to share with you my motivations for loving reading. Why do I love reading so much? Why do I constantly post pictures of a particular novel that I'm reading on my social media pages, especially Instagram? Today, I'm gonna tell you. First and foremost, reading myself, my love for reading myself definitely been the very first thing that God put in my DNA. But back in high school, when I was in and out of the library, borrowing storybooks on a Monday and taking them back on a Wednesday, I would always have my head buried in a novel. Most people who I went to high school with would easily remember that. I realized that reading is truly relaxing and stimulating for the mind. For example, when you are reading a romance novel, your mind travels. Your mind gets to live in that moment of the characters you are reading about, and you find yourself lost in some deep fantasies. For example, if you are dating, you pick up amazing and exciting erotic tips that you can even use in your relationship. Like some time ago, I picked up some exciting ideas about my woman coming to me wearing a cocktail dress or a long dress with no panties or with no underwears. That's what I mean. That's really seductive. That's exciting. Maybe, yeah, that's really exciting. And you definitely find yourself even getting horny, of course. Why not? Because it's all about the mind. Being sexy is all about the mind. Seduction starts in the mind, or sex starts in the mind. So basically, that all comes from reading. It stimulates your mind, and reading also fuels you to be open-minded. The mindset of a person who loves reading is very different from somebody who doesn't read. Yes, of course, you might be watching motivational videos or motivational fuel, but I just basically mean somebody who does not do any of that. Somebody who thinks, typical people who think it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money to buy a book, to buy a novel, or to buy a business book or a magazine. They think very different from people who read. People who read are open-minded. They know how to deal with different people with different personalities and different characters, because we are all different basically. Now, the other benefit of reading is that it's empowering. If you are reading a self-development book, for example, like The Richest Man in Babylon, Think and Grow Rich, or Rich Dad Poor Dad, these fundamentally powerful books. Like Rich Dad Poor Dad is a book that fuels, that enhances your financial literacy. You can be the world's best CEO right now, lady or gentleman, but I tell you that when you pick up a book like Rich Dad Poor Dad, it might seem average. When you pick up a book like Rich Dad Poor Dad, you have a lot to learn from it that you can still use in your business, in your career, or in your personal life. And books like The Richest Man in Babylon, I did a video about it, the tips and lessons I've picked up from The Richest Man in Babylon some time ago. It's the science of making money. You acquire insight, you acquire ideas on how to make money work for you. Of course, I'm still a work in progress. I don't have all the money in the world. I'm still a work in progress, but because of reading, I'm on the right I'm on the right track. So the other benefit of reading is also that it's liberating. It's liberating to the mind, in the sense that um, um, you when you are reading a spiritually empowering book, for example, you pick up tips, you pick up ideas on how to grow your spiritual life. For example, ladies and gentlemen, books on meditation, or just any book on spiritual welfare, for example. This world is so wicked that we are constantly fighting battles against dark evil forces of this world. But when you pick up a particular book, you can really get motivated. You can get ignited to keep going. Spiritual growth, that's actually what I mean. And these are some of my uh, uh, the benefits of reading that I can articulate from a personal perspective. Now, behind me here are a list some of the best novels that I have in my arsenal. Um, this is to be the best by Barbara Taylor Bradford. She's one of my favorite authors. And we have The Restaurant, is a summer read. We have Grey, 50 Shades of Grey. We also have Remember by Barbara Taylor Bradford, and this book, one of the best books in humankind literature, The Great Gatsby. Well, that's just it from me to you, ladies and gentlemen. I've just decided to articulate to you my motivations for loving reading. It's ericamunyela. I'm proudly known as Mr. Cool. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comment section if you are one of the people, what are your sentiments towards reading basically? Are you also one of the people who wouldn't hesitate to spend money on a good book? Whatever your sentiments are towards reading, whatever your perspectives are towards reading culture, let me know in the comment section down below. Like I always say, this is King of Speech. My name is ericamunyela. I'm proudly known as Mr. Cool, and I love the adrenaline of being in front of the camera. I love creating content for you guys. Go ahead and live your best life. I'll see you next time.